We're on, we're live. Yay! Here we are back for another edition of the Sunday Bunch on SAFC Fan TV. And we got Conrad and Terry, and we got Tony and Nicole with us as well. So we're all here to talk all things Sunderland. Conrad, how's your day been? Have you had a good day?
It's been all right. I've had to set up a new studio at another house just because internet's not very good and still playing up here. So I hope I don't freeze again like we did before. And then gone and watched Arsenal smash Man City. So it's been all right.
Jacob's team. There you go.
Yeah,
Terry, how's your day been?
A nice lazy one, just chilling out, mate. Just relaxing, chilling out. Bit of driving and bit of travelling, a bit of walking.
All right, that's good. All right, and with us, joining us on SAFC Fan TV, we got NTJL Vlogs, who are Tony and Nicole. Girls, how's your day been? Have you had a good day?
Yeah, quiet Sunday.
All right. A quiet Sunday, there you go. All right, look, before we start, we are live, which means you can join us via the live chat. If you've got anything to say, anything you want to ask us, get yourself on there and we'll try and get to as many people as we can. Already on there, we're going to give a shout out to Charlie Hodgson is on there. John Boy, Tony Lee is on there, who says, a bit of an old school chant there. My old man said, follow Sunderland and don't dilly-dally on the way. You're all far too young. Well, not you, Terry. You'll remember that one, won't you? So if you want to have your say on the live chat, get on there. And we'll try and give you a mention. And before we get into it, we are just 99 subscribers away from that magical 10,000. So hopefully, we're going to try and push for it for this week. So if you're watching the vlog and you haven't subscribed yet, just hit that subscribe button. It's free to do so. Do that. Let's get us to 10,000, and we'll love you. We'll love you forevermore. Right then. Transfers this week. Transfer window closes tomorrow, and Terry's been screaming for the last few weeks. When I say scream, I don't mean like screaming. I mean screaming for a new striker. Well, Terry, we've signed a striker. What do you think?
I'm happy he's signed. I really am. He's enthusiastic, passionate about the club, and that's what you want. He scores great goals. He's not a prolific goal scorer, but he's done the business this season so far, so I'm pleased he's signed about 4 million. I think it's a bit of a snip, to be honest, if that's the case. But yeah, we could do with another couple of signings, if one anyway, before the transfer closed, Philly.
All right, fair enough. So we signed Wilson. Tony, good signing?
Yeah, very good. I'd say with how many goals he's already scored this season, I mean, I think that we'll obviously get a few more.
Yeah.
But I think he's definitely a good investment.
Right, Nicole, when you're busy choking there, yourself is a good signing, is it all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him.
Right, okay. Conrad, we've signed him. Is it actually a good move signing him then?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's doing the business. How many has he got? He's got 9 already this season. Should be 10 if you count the Derby one, which should have stood. And for that money, you can't say no to it. I mean, there was rumours of us throwing 13 odd million at Diaz and Cannon. Might be all right, maybe not. So 4 million for Isidore. I don't think you can go wrong for that.
Right, okay. Just quickly on the chat before I come back onto this. SAFC Tom says, goodbye, Tommy Watson. We should take the 12 million. We are going to get on to Tommy Watson, get your thoughts on that. Peter whatever his name is, says, good evening from Guernsey. Hello, Guernsey. SAFC Tom says, welcome, Tony and Nicole. There you go. There's one for you girls. I'm saying why I say, is it a good move? Is what I'm thinking is, would have kept him on loan? Would that not have kept us some spare money then to spend in the transfer window rather than just sort of buying him now? I mean, he might have a bad run in at the end of the season. Terry, should we have done it like that, or is signing him going to sort of like give him a bit more I don't know the word.
I think what we've seen of him so far, I think he's definitely worth 4 million if that's the fee. So I think it's worth signing them, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, we could have left at the end of the season. His head could have been turned somewhere else. I don't know whether we were obligated to buy him anyway. So we have to buy him if the Premier League, if we made it to the Premier League. But if we didn't make it to the Premier League, then somebody might come in and nick him. So for me, signing him now for 4 million, I think it's a good bit of business. But I think the owners are billionaires. The owners are billionaires. What's 4 million? They can go and buy another striker as well.
So all right, fair enough. But was the option not? We had the option to buy him. So
I forgot the Premier League.
I forgot the Premier League. All right, fair enough. Conrad, should we keep the money and use it in this transfer window, or is it just money well spent then?
It's probably one of those things where the deals usually end at the end of May or end of June when the window's not open. So if we didn't have to, we'd have then had to wait to July to buy him. They could have changed the terms, demanded more money for it there. Whereas while he's in this agreement with us, we've probably thought, well, we can get him now for this much, and we don't even have to worry about them coming back in July going, well, actually, he did really well for you. We want 8, 9, 10, if he does carry on. And he loves it here. So why not? It's cheap money. Like you said, we're not short of money at this point. I think it's this is the first January we've actually seen them splash a bit of cash and throw money at clubs and say, we'll have them for this much. So I don't see 4 million being an issue for us.
All right, then, fair enough, girls. So what do you think? Would it have been a good idea to keep him on loan, keep that extra money in and spend it in the transfer window?
Nah, I'd say that we definitely needed him. I think we've done the right thing. We've definitely made the right choice.
Yeah, right, fair enough. On the chat then, Neil Bainbridge says, brilliant signing. Emma's on there. Emma is part of our channel who believes she's not been very well this week. So hope you get well soon, Emma. And also down here, DJ Sizzler Watson says, evening, everyone. Wilson, the best signing since Stuart Donald, we on about. Oh, Stuart. All right.
When he signs himself, you mean?
Right, okay. Look, what we got in likes. By the way, we try and get, if we can, we try and get 100 likes on the channel on a Sunday night. We're on 32 at the moment. So what you got to do is just hit that thumbs up. Just do that. Take you a second to do so. If you're watching on a mobile device and you got the live chat open, close the live chat, there's your thumbs up, hit that. But more importantly, don't forget that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. It's free to do so and get us on the way to 10,000. Brighton sniffing around Tommy Watson. What are your thoughts on that? Tony, should we be letting somebody like Tommy Watson go? Is he one would really need to keep?
I wouldn't sell him. I mean, I know that we haven't really seen much of him, but I think the more that he works, with the experienced players and stuff, I feel like he could go far. Like he's a good young talent for the team, But obviously, I know that they've put a bid in for 8 million, and I know that Villa and Palace are looking at taking him as well. So personally, I wouldn't sell him. If it was down to me, I wouldn't get rid of Tommy.
Yeah, well, he's just started. He's just started hitting the ground running as well, and he's just come into form. And for me, if I was in charge at Sunderland, I'd be onto Tommy Watson saying, just look at Jack Clark. I mean, Jack Clark was on fire, wasn't he? Yeah. He's gone to Ipswich, and he's just disappeared off the radar, hasn't he? Yeah. So I'd like to think we're going to keep him. Conrad, Brighton. Well, other teams now sniffing around him. He's definitely a talent. What were your thoughts on it?
I wouldn't sell him either. I mean, I can see the incentive to sell him because he hasn't cost us anything. So it's pure money back into the club. None of this sort of, we got him for this, you sold him for that. It's just sort of pure profit for the owners. But 12 million is a lot of money for 3 games for us. He played 45 minutes away at Preston. He played against Sheffield United. He played against Stoke, and then he was injured. So it's hard to turn down money like that. I personally wouldn't, because if he's worth that after 3 games, what's he going to be like when he gets 6 months under him at us? So no, I wouldn't sell him.
Right, okay. Before I come to you, Terry, just quickly on the chat there, Mike's there saying, Isidore, Wilson, Isidore. Is that the one he's doing it to? All right, because he has so many different chants.
No, he's doing it to Ebenezer Good.
Isidore, he was, I know.
Yeah.
Right, Ian Wilkinson on the chat says, "Sell Watson." We got Mundle. Terry, your thoughts on Tommy Watson? It's a lot of money.
It is. It comes down to Watson myself. If Watson wants to leave, which I find it very difficult to believe. And he's a Sunderland fan, come through the ranks, and he's spent his whole life there. So I imagine he would like to stay there and shine and grow into the Championship, possibly the Premier League. But 12 million, I see both sides of the coin. 12 million is a lot of money to get for someone who's just played a couple of games. But at the same time, then we're going to rely on Mundle staying fit. Now, we've only got so many, we've got about, I don't know how many games, 17, 18, whatever games, 19 games to go at the end of the season. It's a fantastic opportunity to get promoted to the Premier League. Now, Mundle got a hamstring injury. They are bad injuries. There's no guarantee he's going to come back from that injury and it's not going to go again. And if that's the case, and we sell Watson, we're going to leave ourselves really shy on the left-hand sides. So for me, I would love Watson to stay and progress with Sunderland, same as Mundle. Then we've got 2 attacking options on the left-hand side. Give us the best opportunity to get promoted this season. And then in the summertime, if he wants to go then take the full lot of money from him. But personally, I would keep them both at this moment in time while we're really in the running for the Premier League. Got a great chance to get promoted. Keep as many assets as possible.
Right, okay. Let me get back to the chat just very quickly. Emma is saying, can we make a point of Connolly? Connolly goes and he scores straight away. But I was never a big fan of him anyhow, to be honest. Colin Major says he likes the 2 new signings. About time Emma got a bit more girl power. So that's for you girls. Colin Major, happy that you're on there. SFC Tom says Ian Hart is Tommy's agent, just like Clark. He will get his head turned. Who knows? Right, okay. So, I mean, I've not heard a lot with transfers. I don't know if any of you have heard any rumours or anybody on the chat there. If you've heard any rumours coming through, can you stick them in the chat and we'll see if we can give them a mention. Terry, you've got your ear to the ground. You've got a few contacts. Have you heard of anything?
I've heard nothing, to be fair, Philly. Nothing with any concrete sort of evidence that someone's going to turn up or come to the club. So that's why I'm saying we're going to leave it late. I know that it said 12 million is a lot of money, and Ian Hart turns, Jack Clark's head. But what's Jack Clark done since he's left? Does Tommy Watson want first team football, or does he want to go to the Premier League, sit on the bench, and get loaned out? I think personally, if he bides his time at Sunderland, he'll get more opportunities this season at Sunderland, and he might be worth more in the summer.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Just very quickly, George Tyndall on the chat said that Ian Hart is not his agent. He's knocking off his daughter. Oh no, he's in a relationship with his daughter. Apparently, is what it is. So whatever that means, I don't know. Apparently, so they say. Right. So if you've heard any rumors on the chat, just stick them in there. I mean, I think we should get an extension on the window because we play our game tomorrow night, right? I mean, how are we supposed to do business when we're beating the Borough? Girls, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think if you've got a game that night that you should at least get till maybe lunchtime the next day or something like that to do your dealings?
I don't know. I think it's a bit cheeky myself. I mean, we'll get a full month to be able to put in what obviously who we want to invest in or whatever else. I feel like it's a bit cheeky to ask for an extra day. They should have everything put in place well before the transfer window's even closed.
Yeah, I've got it. I mean, we forever on this channel say, why are you not on day one getting these players?
Like,
you get a full month.
Yeah,
you get a full month with them. But the problem is a lot of the time teams are waiting on other players coming in before they come in. And that's why last minute is always is always a massive rush. Mike says a rumor, Defoe, third time lucky. Terry, go on.
The loan situation, it allowed so many loans a month. So if you end up buying a loanee like Wilson's, that means you get another loan available. So I think we're guaranteed to get another loan player tomorrow. Monday.
Yeah, I would have thought so, because I mean he's not a loan player anymore, is he? So he's
frees up another space, doesn't it?
Yeah, Terry, do you think we should get an extension on that because we're playing tomorrow night?
I think it's a bit of a piss take. We're playing tomorrow night. It should have been today, really. There's no reason why we couldn't play today. I don't see why we couldn't play it Sunday. So, but end of the day, the manager and the players don't bring players in. It's up to the people behind the scenes to do that. So I think it's going to make no difference. But I think we'll know, sometimes you think, is one of our players going to go be sold late on the transfer window? If that player's involved in the game, then surely they're staying at the club, aren't they? You would have thought. So
there's no point me going down the academy tomorrow night, is there? Even the security guard to keep me out won't even be there, will he? Well, I'll be watching the match. Conrad, extension for us because we're playing tomorrow night?
No, everyone has to follow the same thing. I think it's just unfortunate that they've put our game. Then really, it should end in January anyway, like it always does. I don't know why we've gone to the 3rd. I don't know. I think the opposite. I think you've got every right to go down on Monday because Reggie was saying that they're going to be doing business right up until the last minute. So I imagine he's set out with, I know what team I can pick and they're coming with me. They won't be the ones leaving. So if someone's not on the bench or in the squad, I think we pretty much know they're on the way out. But what better way for the academy to actually get business done when everyone will be sat watching the match instead of watching you jump in front of taxis and ask if Defoe's in the back.
Yeah, Philly's grounded anyway.
Yeah, exactly. He's not allowed out anymore. Parent doors. Parent door will be wide open this time, Philly, if you actually turned up because they wouldn't expect you.
Well, that's it, I suppose. So anyway, my wife says I'm grounded anyway, so I'm not allowed out tomorrow. So we all know who the boss is in this house, and it ain't me. Right then, okay. Just very quickly, we've got 61 likes. We're trying to hit 100 if we can. 127 people watching the stream at the moment. So if you want to hit that thumbs up, get us to 100 if you would. And of course, the subscribers, we are now we're 98. We've got one extra subscriber. Hit the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. We're 98 away from that 10,000. And hopefully by the end of the week, we can try and get that target hit if we can. If we do sign somebody in the transfer window, then what positions are we most desperate for? Do you think, Terry?
Well, obviously, I think we need another striker. Because I mean, like I say, Isidore and Miende. If we're going to start playing two up top, I think the third choice would be good. We could do with a proper striker, not somebody who plays on the left-hand side and plays up front. We need someone in the, a proper striker up top so who can score the goals in the penalty box and not be a goal scorer of great goals, but we also need a goal scorer who just taps them in wherever we can. So for me, I just an out-and-out striker. And I know it's not easy to do that on the last day of the transfer window, but maybe we may get a loan player to cover that position. I don't know.
All right, fair enough. Conrad?
Me and Mike were talking the other night on our channel about the transfers, and there's a few in there. You've got potentially, Marcus Edwards, if we were going after him, but he's like a right winger. We couldn't work out how to say his name properly, but it looks like Goebbels, but no affiliation to the Goebbels. Yeah, I bet you do. That one. But again, nothing concrete further than that there. But yeah, we do need another striker because that Abdullahi that we have, I've never seen him make any of the team. Don't even know if he's training. Following that, I think it has to be a right winger, and that's where Marcus Edwards would have come in if we were going to go for him.
Is he off to Burnley? I
hope not. Why does he want to go there for 10 0-0s in a row?
Well,
not even going to score.
Right, okay. On the chat, Sexy Ian says, hi, Karen, hope you're well. That's my wife, if you didn't mind. Stephen Martin says, defender is what we need. Karen, man, behave yourself. I've got all red. Girls, do we need any particular position strengthening?
Do you want to go?
You not think? No? You think we're fine as we are?
What you saying?
Yeah.
You're happy with what we got so far, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, that'll do. All right. Right, we'll do one more, and then we're going to move off the transfers. If you could have a dream signing, all right. So tomorrow, last day, somebody comes available, right? Who would you like? And don't say somebody like Haaland or somebody like that. Be a little bit realistic. Somebody on here on the chat, Kieran Crammon says we need a goalkeeper.
Sorry.
What, do you know him or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, is he one of your fans? All right,
Yeah.
there you go. Conrad?
Haaland, no, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was pretty excited when I heard about Marcus Edwards potentially coming. That could even be realistic, but someone who's realistic but a dream. I don't know. I'm trying to think of any sort of striker that would sort of fit the mold and guarantee us promotion, really. But I don't know more, really. I'd have to just go Marcus Edwards with the links we've had lately.
Right. Okay. Terry, is any?
That lad who's always been kicking about on the room was that Megan Freegan. What do we call him from? Abroad from somewhere. He seems like a decent player.
From where?
Oh, there was that Killiskoy as well from Besiktas would have been all right. But yeah, Freegan's not a bad shout.
Who's he play for now again? Is it who is it?
FC Kebab in Sweden
Austrian
or someone.
side,
I don't know. I have no clue, mate.
I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue.
He plays for now. Westerlo or something, or Westeros or something.
Westeros, isn't that in Game of Thrones? Yeah.
Right. Okay. Game of Thrones. There you go. All right. Girls, is there anybody you'd like to sign?
I mean, this kind of falls under the rumour question, but Cameron Archer from Southampton, obviously, I feel like if he comes to the team, it'll help with strike boost, and all that kind of stuff. So I'd like to see Cameron Archer come to Sunderland.
Right. What about Ross Stewart back?
No.
Anybody?
I think he's
made a glass. We got 18 months out of him. He's made a glass.
I've had a shrewd bit of business in the end. Wanted to getting rid of him, I suppose. Right, okay. So that's more or less transfers taken care of. I think you're probably right, sir. I think we might get a loan in. Go on.
One last thing. Who would you rather have? Would you rather keep Mundle and Watson or get Clark back and sell one of them two?
Me personally, I wouldn't take Clark back. I think Mundle. I think Mundle's proved himself to be better than Clark. I mean, I was gutted when Clark went because I thought Clark was brilliant, but he's very one-footed. I don't know. Girls, would you take Clark back in return?
No, I'd say when Clark was a part of the team, I mean, everyone loved the fact that he was scoring goals and all that, but I think the team relied on him far too much. It was like any game, it was like, let's pass the ball to Clark and expect Clark to get the ball and the goal. Whereas now that he's gone, the team works better as an actual team itself. Like the team works brilliant. I wouldn't take Clark back. No.
Right. Okay. Conrad.
Yeah, same. I wouldn't take Clark back now. We felt a bit one-dimensional under Clark. It was just get the ball out to him, hope he cuts inside and shoots and scores. That was about it. Mundle is twice the player of him, and he's both footed as well and more direct, so I wouldn't change. Same with Watson. When he just drives and runs at people, it's lucky that it hasn't been coached out of him at this point, so we may as well use it while we can.
Right, okay. Just very quickly, SAFC Tom has given you a plug there. Girls, he's put your YouTube channel link there, so if you want to go to that and click on that and let's have a look. Oh, we need to send some subscribers your way, don't we? I'm sure you get a bit more content on there, but never mind. We can help you with that as well, I'm sure. So tomorrow night then, Middlesbrough. Oh, by the way, before we start, don't forget we are aiming for 100 likes and we are currently on 83. So we just need 17 more people to hit that thumbs up. Just smash that. Let's get us to 100. We've got 144 people on the stream at the moment watching. Give us a like, do that. And don't forget, of course, if you are watching and you're not a subscriber, why not? It's free to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and get us to 10,000. Right then, Middlesbrough versus Sunderland. Tony, you're going. Nicole, you're not going. Is that right?
No.
So we'll go to you first, Tony. How confident are you tomorrow for a win?
I think we'll walk away with 3 points. I really do.
Really?
Yeah, I really, really do. I think we're miles better than Middlesbrough. Miles better.
Right, okay. Nicole, what do you think?
I think we'll draw.
You're going for a draw. I've not seen us win that often down at Middlesbrough. So hang on. Come on then. I've not seen us win that often at Middlesbrough. Somebody here to see you. Come on then. Hurry up quickly. Come on. Colin wants to show his bollocks off. There you go. All right. So yeah, I'm never confident when we go down there. But we'll see. Conrad, are you confident? 3 points in the bag or what?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident, but that's only because I've unfortunately had to watch a bit of Middlesbrough lately. And while they keep a lot of possession, they don't actually create that many chances, and they love conceding goals, especially when they seem to be the better side. I mean, when they came to our ground earlier on in the season, I don't know if you remember, they just passed it down side to side without sort of getting anywhere near us. It was a bit of a weird thing that we just sort of let them have it because we knew they weren't a threat. So I have a feeling it's going to be very similar, and I think we'll just counter and get 1 or 2.
Right, okay. On the chat then coming in there, Ian Wilkinson says, Burn Leeds, best 2 teams so far, a 2-0 defeat, he's saying. Emma of our channel says, thinks it'll be a draw. Well, Terry, are you confident? Is it 3 points easy there or what?
I'm never confident when it comes to something, regardless who we play, but I would like to think we get 3 points. Very inconsistent at the moment. I think they lost against Preston, then they beat West Brom at home, so they can, in and out at the moment. But I'd like to think we get 3 points. I mean, we have to win, simple as. Sheffield won yesterday, Leeds won, so if we want to keep towards the top 2, it's a must-win game for me. We can't drop more points, this weekend and go 2 games behind Sheffield United. So I think we can win this game tomorrow night.
All right. Mike's obviously been on the drink again. He's come on there to the 4-0 win to us. Want to say a massive thank you to the Bristolian Macum who's just subscribed to the channel. Thanks to you for that. Lee SFC says, hopefully Latte Lat doesn't play. I doubt he will play. He did have an injury, or a so-called injury, so they say. But I mean, I think one of the doormen where I work, he's a Borough fan. He said he's the deal's done. So he said he's sold. So even if it's not signed and sealed, they won't play him and risk him getting injured when I think it's about 12 million or something.
I hope he does play so Hume can 2-foot him again and get away with a yellow card. And then it scuppers them having money and he's not playing for him. Perfect.
Right, okay. So, all right then. So we've found out how confident you all are. Here's the question then. Before the whistle tomorrow, would you take a draw? Would you take a draw now? Conrad?
No.
You wouldn't take a draw now?
No, we've slipped up a bit lately when other teams have as well. We never seem to take the opportunity when it's presented to us. Yeah, Leeds and Sheffield United won, but Burnley drew again. And we need to catch them up at least to sort of be like, we're not just the 4th team in this. We need to actually be like, we're right on yous, both of them. So we still got to go to Ellen Road as well and play Leeds. So we don't, I know there's 17 games left, but we don't really have time to be going, oh, well, we're just sticking it with like 4 or 5 games left and we're still around it. We need to be setting our markers down really and saying, nope, we're here to absolutely knock shit out of you and win like 2 or 3-0.
Right, okay. We just need one more person, just one person to hit that like button. We're at 100. Way! Terry, Would you take a draw now?
No, need to win this game tomorrow. Simple as. A point's no good. A point's no good. We're 6 points off top 2. If we want automatic promotion, we miles clear in the in the playoffs. So we've got to go for top 2. So we need to win. Simple as.
West Brom. Yeah, but when West Brom lost, and if we beat Borough, that really does just sort of cement us even further into this playoffs. That we're not going to, even if we have a couple of games run where we don't get it, we're still safely in there. So 5th have lost. Let's let 6th lose as well by beating them.
That Doak's a good lad. That Doak's a dangerous player from Liverpool.
Is he? Is he though? Because Sirkin absolutely had him in his pocket the entire game at the Stadium, and Maradona turned him. Yeah,
but I think Sirkin's been injured since then. He's not been the same player since he's come back. So.
Then it'll be Elise.
Because Doak's only a young kid. He'll get better as he gets older.
All right. Look, before I come to you, girls, Ian Wilkinson says we need a win. Jeff, 3 points to the lads is saying down there. Umar Macam FC says big up to NTJ. Oh, they missed the L off. NTJL Vlogs 2-1 tomorrow. Away the lads. Nicole, would you take a draw now? Definitely not. No, Tony.
No, we're in desperate need for them 3 points. We need to start working our way back up to the top of the table.
Right. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't think we're that far away still. I mean, we still got quite a few games left. All right, let me put this to you then. If we lose tomorrow, heaven forbid we don't, but if we lose tomorrow, is that the top 2 gone? Do we just forget about that or what? Terry?
No, but it's incredibly difficult to get that back. So that's why we've got to go for the win tomorrow.
All right, fair
We've
enough.
got to learn to defend better in the last 10 minutes. I think the stats were something like, if the game's finished after 75 minutes in the league, we'd be top of the league.
Yeah, but
it's 36% of goals
we've
conceded.
That's why we need to do better in the last 10 minutes.
Right, okay then.
36% of our goals conceded in the last 10.
Something's got to change.
If we lose tomorrow, so do we write off the top 2 or what?
We've still got a chance.
Yeah, we'll have still got a chance. I think it all depends on obviously whether we continue that. Well, I mean, I hope we're going to win tomorrow and then continue the winning streak. And then obviously it all depends on what the other teams, what they're playing like. Are they going to win? Are they going to lose? But I'd still see that we can get there. We do have a chance. Be hard, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we've said on this channel a few times, there's no one team have grabbed this league and running away with it. And I know, Leeds at the moment, are they 8 points ahead of us? No, they're 8 points, but we still got that game in hand. It's still not a massive lead, really. Conrad, do we write top 2 off if we lose tomorrow?
No, not quite. But like they've all said, it would be incredibly difficult to sort of get ourselves back into that, especially when we don't have to play any of them again, apart from Leeds and West Brom in the sort of top mixture anyway. So I wouldn't like to say it's definitely gone with the amount of games left, but it'd be really hard.
Right, okay. Just I'm trying to decipher this on the chat. And John Boy says, he says, what you think about going to Wickham to manage? And then he's put Mike Dodds. So have I missed something there? Has Mike Dodds been touted about for the Wickham job? Does anybody know that?
It's confirmed he's going next week to be Wickham Wanderers manager.
Is he really?
Mm.
God, hard luck to them. He might be. I know he's got a bit of stick on this channel from us. He might be a brilliant coach, but as we've seen, he's not a manager really, is he? I don't know. Girls, what are your thoughts on Mike Dodds? Are you a fan or what?
No.
No, we're not either.
She's not bothered. I'm not bothered. She's not bothered.
Just say how it is. What we didn't tell you was that Mike Dodds does actually tune in to this channel and watch. So you've probably got him crying now into his cornflakes, but never mind. There you go. Right. Right, Reggie. I think we all agreed last week that Reggie got the team wrong. with his selection last week against Plymouth. Who would you like to see back in the starting lineup? I mean, do we go? Back to his tried and trusted Terry.
I would bring Chris Rigg back in, but then again, you're going to have to keep one up top. I think for this game, and now people want to go 2 up top against Middlesbrough. I think we have got a good system, and we do play good, so long as we don't have that holding midfielder like Samid in there. So go back to Chris Rigg, Dan Neil, and of course, you can't really drop Job, Chris Rigg, or Bellingham, Chris Rigg, or Neil at this moment in time to put Lefay into the middle. So I'd keep Lefay on the left for the moment, play those 3 in the middle, and if it's not working out, then change it.
Right, okay. Just on the chat there, Tony Lee says, please, Dopey Dodds has gone. Well, we wish him luck in his new role. John Boy says, Rigg, Job, Neil. Conrad, who would you bring back in after the wrong lineup he started, really?
Yeah, it's got to be the sort of 3 midfielders that we've had pretty much from the start of Neil, Job and Rigg. You know, Neil sitting with Job as the engine and the sort of one who breaks up the play, and Rigg further forward, which means Enzo has to still play out left. Mayenda needs to play. He's our most creative player. He's got 9 goal contributions, and he sets up Isidore for fun, especially since Christmas. Yet we still persist with Roberts just because he can create something and we know what he can do, but he doesn't do it, whereas Mayenda is doing it. So Mayenda needs to play instead of him.
Right, okay.
It's a pretty good call, to be fair, because I think I've seen Mayenda on that side. He looks quite good, actually.
Right.
And he gives us the option of right and left.
Right, just on the chat then, Lee SFC says, please drop Samed. Mike says, Rigg not been right since his injury. Tony Lee says none, Jeff, which is a bit of an in-joke, I think. But I think you might be right. Girls, is anybody you'd like to see back in the starting lineup?
Chris Rigg, yeah.
Chris Rigg definitely in.
Yeah, I think he's an absolute must for tomorrow. We need him.
Yeah. And just you just play the one up front then while we're away from home, yeah?
What'd you say? What? She's not even listening.
You have a little sleep there. Don't worry about that. It's all right. Right, I'll tell you what.
No, Philly. Bill,
Yes.
I do agree with Ian Wilkinson. If Rigg's not fit and he's not ready to start, then Lefay has to go in the middle and he put Mayenda on the wing.
Yeah, but would he? They're forever playing people out of position. Would he put Lefay back in the middle? I mean, would he do that?
Yeah, that's his best position. He's played it under Reggie before. So for me, if Rigg's not fit, you cannot play Samid over Lefay in the middle. Lefay's got to go back to the middle where his best position. Then Mayenda's done really well on either flank, so he'd be fine on the left-hand side.
Right, okay. Well, Ian Wilkinson agrees with you there on the chat, saying Mayenda on the left, Roberts on the right. George Tyndall saying Ballard, he'd like to see him start, as did Judith Rossiter, has said exactly the same start with Ballard. Your mate, Kieran Crammon, says, wake up, girls. He's telling where to
It's
go.
more like Nicole, wake up. I'm wake.
Tell him where to get off. Tell him where to get off. Right, it's do we need to get some goals? Is our goal difference starting to look a bit shoddy? Because I mean, you know, it can be worth a point at the end of the season. And I mean, I know it's similar to Sheffield United, but Leeds and Burnley's is a lot better than ours. Do we need to start banging some goals in? Conrad?
We've always needed to start banging some goals in for the draws we've had there. We're not catching Leeds. Leeds are just a full-on attacking side, and that's what they do. And Burnley's is that good just because they don't concede goals. Like we were saying before, Terry, how many 0-0s have they had in the past few games? If you look at Burnley, I think every game they've won is only by 1 goal. That's all they do. It's just ours are silly things like when we play Coventry at home and we let them get 2 back on us when we were 2-0 up. Plymouth letting them have 2 goals as well, and we just don't finish teams off. So we just I don't know. We just need to we need to get the 3 points. We don't worry about the goals. Just get 3 points. That's all that matters, really. We're not catching leads. If you just win your games, goal difference shouldn't matter at the end.
Right, okay. It's what Terry said. It's these goals, what we've been...
Got to learn to defend. Letting 2 goals against come to you 2-0 up. Plymouth, stupid late goal. Blackburn, stupid late goal. Millwall, stupid late goal. Need to change tactics. It'll be interesting to see what happens when Dodds does leave. Whether the tactics of Regis Labrie does change, whether any influence he's had over Regis Labrie disappears, or whether this is all just Regis Labrie. But we need to change our mindset towards the end of game, simple as. It's not good enough defending against teams like Plymouth at home when you're 2-1 up, sitting back and defend, bringing on defenders. What's all that about? It's pathetic, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's that thing where if we're not very good at closing, at seeing the game out, then don't do it. You've got to I mean, Plymouth was your prime example. I mean,
that's not been a this season thing. That's been ever since I was a Sunderland fan. We've never been able to see games out properly. We've always conceded late, and it feels like to me anyway in my time. So I think it's just one of the things. It might not be this lot. It's just what we do, and we've done it for years.
Yeah, all right, okay. Girls, do we need to start banging some goals in? Do you think our goal difference could be a problem come the end of the season?
Yeah, but I mean, it could always come. It could always change, you know. I mean, it always comes down to the final day, really. But realistically, we need 35 points, which is a big push. But obviously, it is doable. We just need to start pushing a bit more, and obviously, we're the 12th man, you know, the fans. So as long as we keep pushing them, I suppose. I don't see why we couldn't. I really don't. I'm really optimistic about it. I really think we're just going to go straight. I think we'll do it straight at the Prem. I really do.
Right. Okay. Somebody said on somebody said about the 12th man about tomorrow night. Need the fans to get behind the team. Be our 12 man. So so Tony, you're going to have to do our chanting down there because none of us are going. I'm not even allowed out of the house, so I cannot go. But yeah, you'll have to shout loud and proud for all of us as well, and hopefully we can do the job. Right then, I'll tell you what. What about some predictions then for the game tomorrow? Middlesbrough versus Sunderland. Terry, what are you thinking?
1-0 win to Sunderland, Phil. 1-0 win to Sunderland. He's the daughter to get a goal to celebrate. He's getting a new contract.
Right, so you're saying 1-0 Sunderland. I'll take that all day. Conrad?
I think on my channel I said 2-0. Obviously, we saw Mike said 4-0. He actually does think that most of the time, though. So I just went with a 2-0. I think we'll just smash and grab them. We'll let them have a lot of the ball, but we'll nick 2. Right,
okay. Tony, what are you saying?
2-1. Very confident 2-1.
Very confident 2-1. Right, okay. And then Nicole?
2-2.
2-2. Desmond, right
I
then.
think Mike has too much stuff in his man cave, prepper's cage. That's what Mike's got down. His prepper's little
I was trying to tell him off on the Plymouth. On the Plymouth one, he was like 5-0 easy, and I'm sitting there going, I don't like this overconfidence. That's when we tend to stumble, when we're all too confident about it.
Right. Okay. Look, I'm gonna, just for a change, I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Sunderland win. Even though I'm never confident when we go to Borough. I've been that many times and just seen them lose. Although there was a cracking time, I remember when we was at Ayson Park before you lot were born. Well, obviously not you, Terry, because you're my age. But there was a cracking day when Sunderland were all around the ground, and there was hell on. But we don't condone any of that.
I thought you were 70, Phil.
I'm not 70, are we, man? 31. Right. Just very quickly, scores coming in on the live chat. John Boy's going for a 3-1 Sunderland win. George Tyndall Can't make his mind up. 1-1 or 2-1 Sunderland, he's saying. Judith Rossiter says 3-1 to Sunderland. Lee SAFC says 2-2 or 2-1 Sunderland. Oh, wait, man, just make your mind up. Just give us one, will you?
All this head in.
Right, okay. Jeff says sack Nicole because you've only gone for a draw, apparently. 4-0. Mike saying 4-0 down there. Colin Major 3-0. Sunderland when Jeff saying they are our bogey team. 2-1 Sunderland. Bristolian Matter. There's a lot of confidence on there. And I mean, at the end of the day, we're a better team than Borough. You know, go down there and get the job done. I'm not bothered how it goes in, so long as we can get that win. Right, we've got 177 people on the stream at the moment watching. We've got tons of likes, but you can still keep hitting that like button for us. But most of all, we are now just 95 people away from 10,000 subscribers. So if you've not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Hit the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe, and we'll love you forevermore. Just very quickly, the running. We have 17 games left, right? How many points do you think we need? We're on 55 points now. There's 51 points available still. How many points do you think we need to secure a top 2 place? Terry, what do you think?
Another point under 51, Phil.
A what?
Another point under 51, mate. 17 victories. 17 victories. That's what we want.
Yeah, of course, it's what we want. But what do you think we need? What do you think's gonna?
I haven't got the foggiest, Phil. I haven't got the foggiest.
Yeah,
that's why I'm going for every single win. 51 points.
Oh, look, handsome lads. Don't know where the girls have gone. I haven't got a clue. Right. Conrad, do you know how many it's going to take for us to secure a top 2 place?
If we did get the 51 that Terry was saying, we'd have one more point than when we got promoted in, was it 99, 2000, because we had 105. So we'd have one more point than that on 106, though. I can do quick maths. Last season, it took 96 to be second. So
Did it really?
Yeah, that was Leicester got 97, Ipswich got 96, and Leeds United finished in third with 90. So we're probably going to need into the 90s. So you're going to think no less than 43, 44, something like that, to sort of really sort of get us in the top 2, especially if we don't have to play the others apart from Leeds. I don't know how many of them have to play each other as well. Do Burnley have to play Sheffield United again, or anyone like Sheffield United and Leeds? I don't know, but I'd say 44 is probably the least.
So it's 96 points last time. It took
a lot of points. Like, it's a lot of points.
It is
a lot of points.
Yeah, it's been going up when I was looking back through previous ones, but it always seems to be you've got to get 90 points to even be in the top 2, really. So if that's where we want to be, that's what we have to go for, because what was the bottom of it's 73 finished in 6th last season. So there's a massive drop off in 6th to 2nd. We just that's it. Yeah, we need 44 probably to get into top 2 again, but that's because I don't know where the others have to play each other and where we can drop points against each other, you know.
Right, okay. Ian Brown on the chat says 41 for 43 points.
Just to say, the season before that one, Sheffield United went up in 2nd with 91. So it's got to be a 90s sort of figure. So for us to get to the 90s now, what is it? I can't do maths on that one. Is it 40, 45 to get to 90?
35.
No, 35.
35 gets us 90 points.
So we need 40. We need 40 at minimum then, really, if we're properly about it.
It seems a lot needing 90 points.
It's 4 losses, isn't it?
But I'm shocked that that second place was 96 points.
Only 1 point behind Leicester, though, so we're on 97. Whereas the year before, I think they said the team in top had 101. So they really sort of like stole it out there. But yeah, it's 90 at a minimum is going to be in the conversation to the end. Anything more than that, you've probably done it.
Right, okay. I was going to ask the girls, but we haven't got a clue where the girls have gone.
Nicole wouldn't have heard you, so that's half the battle.
Right, okay. Let's quickly, before because I want to get some predictions on Watford, because we're not going to. By the time we're back again next Sunday, we'll have played Watford, but we have got Leeds coming up as well. How much of a must-win game is Leeds? Oh, hang on, I'll tell you what. Let's bring the girls back in here. Right, are we right, girls? Do you have a problem there? Right, okay. We've got 17 games left, right? We're on 55 points, and there's 51 available. How many points do you think we're going to need to get a top two place?
35 points. 35 for the automatics.
So you think 90 points? You reckon I'll do it? I'll do it all right for us on that. So do you think we'll achieve that?
Yes,
We could.
I think it's doable. I really do. I mean, people might say that I'm overly confident and a bit too optimistic, but it's just the way I am.
Right,
It's
right.
only 14 points to drop, though. It's when you say it the other way.
I know.
So are you confident for top two then, girls?
I'd say top two, yeah.
Yeah. Were you disappointed then if it's just the playoffs and a trip to Wembley?
Oh, I'll not be disappointed with that. Like, it'll be a min weekend.
I just have a feeling if we get to Wembley, we'd end up playing bloody Burnley in the final. And if it goes to penalties with Trafford, exactly, but they don't concede any either. And then you've got Trafford and his shithousery on penalties, and this time it isn't just against Isidore; it's against bloody everyone. And could you just imagine him just taking his how much gear could he take off for each penalty? It'd just be an absolute joke. It'd be ridiculous.
Well, I was always scared of Wembley because I mean it was the 8th time I'd been before, and I'd seen them lose 7 times before we beat Wickham. Terry, you want in there?
Well, after the 3rd penalty, he should be sent off then, shouldn't he?
No, actually, right. I found this out the other day. If they're on a yellow card already in the penalty shootouts, they don't count. They start again. It happened in the Champions League where someone was on a yellow card. He got carded again for like chucking the ball away. It was Villa's.
Well, the first penalty, he'll get a yellow card. Second penalty, he gets sent off. So it should be some idiot in goal for him, shouldn't they?
They have to put one of the players on. You can't sub in the penalty shootout. So they'd have to get one of the outfield players to get in.
Right, okay. One about Wembley there. Emma says she can't afford it. My wife says she can't either, which means apparently I can't. So I won't be allowed to go to Wembley. I'm sure I'll find a way somehow. We will find a way. Right then, just very quickly then, I'll tell you what, let's just move straight on to Watford and then we'll wrap it up. Before our next live, which will be next Sunday, we are going to play Watford at home. So I just want some predictions from you, really. So, Terry, what are you saying for Watford on Saturday?
Nice 12:30 kick-off. I'm going to go for a 3-1 home win.
A 3-1 home win. Right.
So that means, Billy, you can't get 3-1 because I said it first.
Well, for a change, I'm going to go 3-1 Sunderland as well, I think. My bet has got to come in at least once this season. Girls, Tony, what are you saying for Watford?
3-0.
3-0, nice, confident 3-0. And then Nicole?
2-0.
Those are 2-2 again. You'll be getting struck off. 2-0 for Sunderland.
2-0.
Conrad?
Aye, same as Nicole, 2-0.
2-0 as well. So it's wins all round. So 3 points on Monday, 3 points on Saturday. Everybody will be happy. Just about wraps it up, really, I suppose. We're just about done. We've got loads of likes on there. Don't forget, you can still hit that thumbs up, give us a like. More importantly, we are looking for our 10,000 subscribers. So if you're watching and you've not subscribed yet, please just hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. We are just 94 subscribers away from the 10,000. We're going to try and get most of those tomorrow when we do our live, which I'll tell you about tomorrow night. There is a live stream, Middlesbrough versus Sunderland on SAFC Fan TV. Make sure you tune in for that. Terry, are you doing a live on your channel?
I am. Raimondo's joining in with us on tomorrow night.
Do us a favour when you're on, just send some subscribers over to us.
I'll tell them all to pop over to yours, subscribe, and come back to me.
Fantastic. And Conrad, have you got a stream tomorrow?
Yeah, Mike's doing a stream, so can we just send them all in a big triangle or a big circle? That'd be lovely. Cheers. And then
we'll do that.
I think we're going to be live afterwards as well for the end of the transfer window, so you can stick around for that one.
All right. And girls, Tony, you're off down to Borough, so you got to sing loud and proud for us. Smash some Borough fans in, and I'll do that as well. So, by the way, thanks to the girls for coming on. You're doing a great job there. They are on TikTok, all over TikTok. Check them out. NTGL Vlogs on there. They are on YouTube as well. Check them out on YouTube and go and give them a like and a follow and do that for the girls. They do some great vlogs, and we will be putting their vlogs onto our channel for you to see as well. That just about wraps it up. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. Like we say, we will be back tomorrow night. Conrad, would you just like to say bye to everybody?
Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow night when we smash Borough.
Yeah, we hope so. Terry, would you like to just say bye to everybody?
Goodbye, everybody, and enjoy the Dregsy weekend.
I'm sure we will. And girls, just say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Yay! There you go then. Listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's free to do so. We're back tomorrow night for that live on SAFC Fan TV. And if you are a member of the channel, Terry's got his fireworks on. If you're a member of the channel, check out What's For Your Name in the credits at the end. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.